I'm going to give you a quick history of me, and I'm going to tell you about Perimeter, and I'm going to give you some advice to advance your careers. Alright, just off record, I really enjoyed Nathan's speech, and I'm going to use them. I got my commercial multi-IFR at Mount Royal College with Trevor Ryder. We graduated in '95. We've been best friends ever since, and part of our friendship has always been a competition to see who can get advanced in aviation fastest. And it's been like that since day one, and I always said if you beat me, I'd quit. So I'm still doing okay. I'm currently the VP of Operations at Perimeter. My boss is Mark Lilly, he's the president of Perimeter. So I have a lot of reign. I pick where we fly, when we fly, what planes we fly, what routes we do, how many pilots we need. I get to do all of that, and it's the best job in the world. I finished Mount Royal in '95. Like everybody else, I hopped in my car. I drove straight to Winnipeg to fly to Perimeter. I probably told not to come back for a while. And I went up to the pod and ended up in the ranch. I got offered a dock job in the ranch. I took it. I worked a year and a half on the dock. During that time, I got to swamp on the Twin Otter on floats, fly in the right seat on skis, and just basically learn the operations from the ranch aviation in the ranch. The next summer, they gave me a 185 on floats. I flew that all summer, enjoyed it, and I was going to retire as a bush pilot. I went to fly the Beaver next, then the single water, and then eventually fly the Twin Otter on floats as a captain. And that was it. I was going to be happy, and that's how I was going to retire. Didn't work out that way. That fall, Perimeter College said, we have ground school, would you like to come try the multi-IFR world? I said, sure. Once you get into the multi-IFR world, you'll never go back to school. You always say you will, but you won't. So I came to Perimeter in '96, started as a first officer in the Metro. 6 months later, I was flying the bag run in the Traveler out to Red Lake every day. Built up 800 hours multi-PIC in 8 months. So I flew the bag run for a bit. I went back onto the right seat of the Metro, flew it for a bit. Got my upgrade to captain. Flew it for, I think I had 2,500 hours. I got hired on by Canadian Regional in Calgary. I flew Dash 8 for them in 2000. I worked a year and a half Canadian Regional in Dash 8. At the time, Perimeter and everybody was hard up for pilots. The industry was hiring in Air Nova, Air BC, Air Ontario, Canadian Regional, hiring like mad. So it sucked up a lot of the experience of the smaller carriers like Perimeter. So I stayed on at Perimeter and worked there part-time. So I would do 15 or 16 days a month at Canadian Regional, or Jazz as it is now. Go back to Perimeter 5 or 6 days a month, just to keep my currency and to help with Perimeter. I enjoyed flying at Perimeter so much that I asked for and got a leave of absence a year later. I came back to Perimeter full-time, started as the assistant operations manager. Stayed there for about a year and a half, and it just happened I got laid off from Jazz anyways at the time. So I took a leave of absence, got laid off, and they called me back about a year later to Jazz. I said, no, we don't want to come back. And they said, well, the only way you can stay from not coming back is if you sign a training bond while you're on layoff. So I went into Perimeter, we wrote up a training bond for a fake amount of money. I had never leave of absence. So up until 2006, I had 6 years of seniority at Jazz. Been pulled, I think, almost left seat on the Dash 8 out of Toronto and Montreal. And I was joining Perimeter. I was chief pilot at the time at Perimeter. Things were going great, and I got called one day from the chief pilot at Jazz. Says, either you're in ground school on Monday or you're not. I said, well, I'm not coming to ground school, so then I finally had to give up my seniority at Jazz. So ever since I've been at Perimeter, I've been full, there for 30 years. Very, very important. If you're taking notes, write this down. S stands for seniority. Seniority rules in aviation. Your name in the company. Once you're on the seniority list at Perimeter, as a wannabe, you don't have to have your multi-IFR. You can have a private license for all we care. But when your number comes up for hiring, then you have to be ready. You have to have your multi-IFR ready to go. We do have programs where we'll give you free sim time in the Metro, in the elite trainer, to keep you fresh and current. And if you don't have your multi-IFR and you want to spend 6 or 18 months in Thompson, we'll pay for your multi-IFR in our school. Okay? Thompson, when things are moving fast, Thompson's really hard to base to crew, just to get people to work there in general. It's like for McBurn. There's just not enough workers for the work. So we've made a decision that if you spend 18 months with our company in Thompson and you only have a commercial license, we'll give you your multi-IFR. Good motivation, especially if you're hurting for money or you don't have the funds to do your flying. Thompson's a great place. They've got everything we have here. It's a little colder, but there you go. It's well worth the time and the effort to go out there.